hope everybody's doing all right. This is Kotow coming in for a little bit of a midweek live stream. This one was a little bit unplanned here, so I had the title topic was Artie. We'll see if anybody jumps in and wants to talk about that or skirmishing or something else. Again, this one wasn't super well planned, so it is South Mountain, which I always like to see here. Kind of catching into Garland's stand here. CSA is already pretty far ahead. Almost half of Morale State here at the 35-minute mark. Might just take a look at the action going on down here. Now, if you notice, I did turn the sound off and the chat off. In the 5 minutes I was previewing, I had 2 of the end slurs uttered. So, yeah, you're turned off. That's how it's going to stay until, at least for the rest of this stream. So, no, we're not going to hear anybody talking in the chat. But you guys say you're policing it, and it wasn't police there. And there's... admin's on. So, you guys tell me that you're cleaning it up. We'll see. No, haven't seen too much evidence of that yet, but we will just watch the map here and enjoy the fighting as it goes on. We'll probably talk more on Artie once we do Cox's push. Actually, really preview the CSA Artie. I'll really focus in on that. Talking on here. Here we'll just kind of preview, see what's going on, watch the map. For Garland's stand. The Artie for Garland's is always tough. The Artie starts down here for Union. I did see a couple Union guys trying to bring the Artie guns up. It takes a lot of time to do so, but that is a technique. And then the CSA has plenty of Artie back here. In fact, there's a shot going on right now. I watched a little bit of these guys, see how they comport themselves. One thing to keep in mind with the Artie, especially on Garland's, is the distance. Fuse time is going to make it very tough for you to get the explosions to happen at the distances you need it to happen, so it really is a canister fight, really, for both teams, in my opinion. I can look at the 2 teams here. Let's see, we've got Lieutenant Pyman from 12th VA. Union, Dirty Dan as well. York the Apache, seen him in a lot. And Miss Berry, another one I've seen a lot in from CB. And then Big Mac from 5th Ohio, I do not know him. IB, we got Sergeant Pelion. IB, 20th Georgia, a volunteer, I don't know. 8th Alabama, Corporal CST MOI. And then Private Chungus from 12th VA. Bunch of random people on Artie. CSA, actually, the Union's been able to kind of take back the tickets here a little bit in the past couple minutes here. I've really caught up. No, it's the... Yeah, you're right, Noob 27. It's not the best idea. That whole line of sight thing. Direct fire weapon system, not too much indirect fire. So what is direct fire and indirect fire? Direct fire, in simplest terms, is you direct your fire at what you're seeing. Indirect fire is you are using some other method in which to aim, for lack of a better word, aim your targeting. So think of like, you know, I suppose, you know, no scope, you know, 360 no scope would be in an indirect fire. But, you know, you think of like Artie, where you're sending a round up over the horizon, and you're not seeing it where it lands, but you're calculating it based on, you know, the coordinates. That's an example of indirect fire. Direct fire is if I see something with like a rifle and I'm shooting at it. see, CSA has hit engaged. I'm sorry, Union has, not CSA, Jesus. Get some action over here. See if we can see what's going down. Looks like we got some team killing going on over there. CSA has hit engaged as well. Here comes a charge. I actually like this charge by the CSA. They might be able to get some good tickets out of this. Kind of follow it in. Ooh, catch my decoys, it's here. Ah, Viceroy's in too. This might be a little bit too overextended. Now you can see the Union line here. Try to get the trees out of the way. Oh, do we have a countercharge going on? Missed. Might just be some stragglers kind of fighting over here. Yeah, CSA has pulled out ahead again a little bit after that charge. Too many guys kind of wandering in afterwards really cost them. That's the tough thing about doing charges in the publics is it's hard to regain control once you let a charge out. So... Are they continuing this? No, it's just some randos. Alright, now that we're at a bit of a pause here, we can kind of zoom out and see the overall battlefield. You see the Union is mostly concentrated here. Point of contention's right there. CSA spawn. CSA spawns over there, and Unions is way over there. And the CSA has Artie right there, and then the Unions starts over here. I mean, they get drag cannons up, but not that much. I do like it when, if you can see his position, having the Artie guys come up and steal the CSA cannons and kind of shoot them down the road. I've seen a lot of success with that. If you could pull it off, if you can actually seize that point. Yep, so if you are wondering on the features, how to turn everything off so you don't have to hear the nonsense, which throws you off because it's a game built on communications, but whatever. Set your profanity filter here, your options, chat display, your options, I put it on never, and sounds, voice chat reception. You can have a global, faction, which is your side, or disable, which is what I have on now. Which, it's tough for me to recommend doing that because you need to hear your officers and your NCOs need to communicate in this game. So it's like, hey, it works for me, but it's a little bit tougher if you want to play the game. Like I said, this is one of those moderated servers, supposedly. Yeah, Garland's is a tough one, man. I'll be honest, it's kind of a grind. There's not much really to say on it. Hopefully get some decent cinematic views here for these guys.
What's going on, my friend?
Hey, what's going on? Hey, what's going on?
No, not much, not much. I've been in game, but I'm not really paying attention to too much. Are you doing one of your YouTube things tonight?
Yep, doing a little stream right now.
Not too much nonsense in chat, I hope.
I turned it off.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, shit. Good luck getting a clean moment.
Yeah. I logged in before I even went live. I heard 2N bombs, so I'm like, yeah, we're just gonna not have chat going. So, but stream chat is up, just not the in-game chat.
I feel you.
You trying to lead this round, the next round, or?
Oh, I never go officer, man. I couldn't be bothered.
That's why not.
I think in all the time I played this game, I think I might have gone officer. I could count them on one hand.
It is a pain in the ass, man. Trying to get everybody to do what they need to do.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm capable of it, and I've done it before, but it's really not my cup of tea. I don't even like being in formation. Like, I don't like being around the big crowds of people playing their mics and playing their fucking music all the time and all that, you know?
Oh, yeah, I can definitely understand.
People always asking me stupid questions and shit. I can barely hear what's going on in game because I'm usually in my Discord, and finding that comfortable equilibrium between Discord and in-game, I've never really been able to accomplish. So.
No, it's tough, and I don't know if you've been having the same problem. I've been having some problems with the VoIP in game lately.
Oh, it's loud. I've got it down to like 40%, and it still sounds like they're in my living room.
Yeah, I think I got it down to like about 30 right now, and it's like, okay, it's
overdrive. They did something. I don't know what they did, but if anyone was having a problem here in the officer before, I don't think they do now.
No. Now it's hearing everybody.
Playing a map in the cornfield there a couple weeks ago. You can hear both officers on the Union and the CSA giving their team orders. You know what I mean?
From the other side of the thing, yeah.
From 100 yards through the cornfield or whatever, right?
It's like, oh, where are they at? I'll just follow the voice. You'll be all right.
All right, but anyways, I'll bounce out here, brother.
Oh yeah, man, you good, brother? Good seeing you.
Well, let me know if there's anything that we can do for you.
No, you're fine. Like I said, I got him on muted now, so.
Yeah, it's too bad when it comes to that chat. There's no finding a good way around that.
No, nothing you can do about it, you know. But like this, it's a little bit less fun not hearing the thing, but it's better than getting the video flagged. So.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, in your case. All right, well, I'll leave you be, brother.
Take it easy, man.
Have yourself a good one. Good seeing you.
Yeah, private servers are they're not all moderated, but they tend to be, at least. Most tend to be, so. It's a shame, too, because it is entertaining listening to these guys talk back and forth to each other. It's just a couple guys ruin it for everybody. Alright. Now we got CSA is now taking losses. Union's a little bit behind on tickets, but they're doing a pretty good pace right now. If they keep this up, they might be in a good position to win. That's funny, now that I got the sound off, I could hear all the bugle and drums playing. So that already shot actually worked out pretty well. Looks like they were trying to get that flag out. Oh, good job by the 5th Corps guys here getting the flag out of there. No, they don't whitelist, unfortunately. Not that I'm aware of. Now, private servers can individually ban people, but that's usually what they'll do is they'll have password protection, and only let certain people in. But that's, from what I understand, there's no whitelist function. Well, I am not a server owner, so if I am wrong on that, please forgive me. Looks like the Union will hit breaking here in the next minute, maybe 2 minutes. CSA is a little bit behind them. Is it Womp Womp? Are you sure about that? Is that your opinion, Mr. Womp Womp? Skirmishing is not worth the manpower. I suppose it depends on how much power is in the man. Like, if they got Womp power, I don't know. Do you think that changes the equation? Hey, what's going on, Lightburn? Looks like they both hit break at about the same time. Oh, it's, that's a way to describe it. You got a couple good officers leading. You got Miss Berry leading there, Womp Womp. There they are. Not surprised they got... How many people with them? 38? In fact, is this him over? Oh. Yeah, I was going to focus on Artie a little bit, but we hit Garland's stand, so I think I'll just, we do the next map, I'll talk a little bit about Artie, but this map, just kind of warm up watching. I had to turn off the sound. Just got... let's see, who is leading? Let's see, we've got Pieman, Dirty Dan, York, and Miss Berry. Am I trashing pubs? I'm telling what pubs are. I can't do a YouTube video with the N-word every 2 seconds, so... If that's trashing it, that's trashing it. I'm still covering it. I'm not asking them to change. I just can't have that going. And then on the other side, let's see, CSA, we got Sergeant Pelion, Heli Pilots, Viking Grant, and Chungus. And then Forrest Gump. Yeah, I got no problem with the gameplay of it. Gameplay of pubs can be great. So those few people... And again, I can watch the gameplay like this just fine. I just, we're not going to have the talking. It's just how it's going to be. Oh, the comments. Oh, well, I don't think Lightburn meant cesspit as... I think he was talking about the same thing I'm talking about. Lightburn plays in pubs all the time. Yeah, I mean, I fall into the symbiotic relationship of pubs and regs grow together. And that they are better for having both of each other. That might be, say, oh, it's too diplomatic, but that's honestly what I believe. I believe the pubs, offer a great experience for just jumping in, having fun, for leaders to try out, to learn new things. Especially learn how to, get command, and just have fun too. And then, the regiments have its own unique experience based on whatever the event is, and it can offer really, varied experiences. So, yeah. Well, I mean, the one nice thing I have noticed about the flag update on pubs is the units are staying together a lot more. Now, even with that, we can still see how fractured it is. But it's a lot less fractured than it used to be. It's still a lot more consolidated. Werewolf. Hey, how's it going? Ooh, glad I kept the camera there for that Artie shot. I was talking earlier about how the timing of the fuse is a little bit too short, but actually the CSA Artie... I want to see what crew did that shot. Where are they? Over here. I missed it. I'm not sure who did the shot, but they actually had the fuse time really well on that. You gotta have it really low to make those hits like that, so it was pretty good. Yeah, see, that one sailed right over. Yeah, 10 minutes. Both are at about even on ticket. Let's say CSA might be a hair above, but 10 minutes, this is definitely the Union's game to lose. The key for the CSA is going to be if they can get them on to final push before they go on to last stand. I think they'll have a good shot at it. Union is, I'd say, the biggest problem right now is fairly well concentrated, so it's going to be fairly easy for them to coordinate a push. But the CSA is not looking too bad either when I stroll out here, so this might come down to the wire. And now that I'm looking at the tickets, so having the fractured lines was great. No, I agree with you, Gravis. I think having an experience that people can jump in without having to do the formality of the private events is a good thing. No, I mean I think the fractured lines is from the pubs is a good thing of, you know, keeping the lines together. You know, in private events you got people in Discord. Hey, where the hell are you, guy? What are you doing? Here, there's no way to keep, you know, people from wandering off. So the flag, you know, them respawning so much so quickly, kind of keeps them together a little bit more. We got Miss Berry out here. Sergeant Raptor. By the way, I'm in the public officer Discord if anybody wanted to jump in too. This is not a exclusive stream, so. Like I said, I wanted to talk Artie, but people had other things they wanted to talk about. Up for that as well. It's probably going to be a shorter stream, maybe an hour. 2 maps, maybe 3. Depending on how quick they go. The Union put a lot of effort getting that cannon ready, and they're a little bit too far. Oh, we got Togray in here. Look at that beard on Togray. This game is freaking beautiful, though, man. Yeah, man. Anybody that wants to jump in. Yeah, like the Kotow's corners, I keep kind of, you know, it's the ones I do that are just straight up pub commentaries. I'll keep a little bit separate. Oh, you're not in the pub Discord? I could jump up into the HDC if we want. Yeah, I moved up to the HDC, if you want to jump in, Lightburn. Or anybody else, and like I said, I am not in a regiment. I used to be in the 83rd, and I'm still kind of associated with them, but I haven't played in a very long time. Sounds good, man. That's a brave man right there, Mr. Ghost. He is going for it, man. He saw his target. He was going to get it. Yep, so here we are, last stand, final push. We'll see what they do. Uh-oh, is that a Mr. Lightburn?
His eye.
Oh, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Doing okay. Are we talking about Artie today?
I mean, that's what the subject was, but, you know, there's other things we could talk about. We want to talk about skirmishing, since you are, you know, quite adept at that. We could talk about that as well.
I don't know if I'd point depth.
Come on, you're the Pathfinders, man. Can't give you the name of the Pathfinders if you guys don't do skirmishing.
All right.
By the way, this is Lightburn from the 4th West Virginia. And you guys playing, what events do you guys play in right now?
We play in the Southern Aggression on Friday, House Divided on Saturday. Right now, we're every other week on the Sunday event, the new War of Secession, and we attend Guts and Glory on Monday, all at 8 p.m. EST.
That is a full schedule, man. So plenty of opportunities to play. We're coming up to the end here. I'm not sure if you've been watching the pub match or just the recording.
Watching the stream. I'm gonna hop in the pub here. Try to do some spectating. If there's ever a spot available.
Yeah, it looks like the server filled up. So that might be challenging.
I mean, you can expect that. I mean, it's 8:30 where I'm at. You know, everybody's at home.
No, it's about the time usually you start seeing it pop off.
Yeah, until about midnight, and then it drops off.
Yep. I figured it'd be a few less people on with the school ending, but it might need a break from studying.
Oh. I have several college guys in the 4th. I'm sure they could agree with that.
You know, I mean, it's not true for everybody, but like I try to tell my students is, you know, if you haven't learned it in the past semester, are you going to learn in the next, you know, evening right before the test? But it's better just to relax a little bit, kind of get your mind set.
Yeah, my days are behind me.
Yeah, it looks like the Union pulled it off on this Garland stand here, so be able to start fresh here on.
Garland stand is a tough Union map. I'm surprised that they pulled it out. I mean, because you got to think CSA has all the advantage with the stone wall.
Yeah, I mean, it's always tough with the Rambos. That's what kind of kills you on pubs on this map. I mean, they're kind of even on both sides, but it hurts you on one side more than the other.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a fan of running that outside boundary, though, and kind of exploiting that stone wall, kind of getting into the forest a little bit.
Yeah, one of the guys did that a little bit. Oh, you mean on the CSA right or the CSA left?
The CSA right.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I saw too many attacks that way. Get the map coming up now.
Yeah, you could very well exploit the CSA right if you know what you're doing. But it's very dangerous at the same time because you can get caught out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But if there's one thing you know about me, or that you need to know about me, I don't do things the traditional Union way. Everybody kind of
What?
sticks to the same status quo, same plan.
Same plan.
Yeah.
What? We don't stick to the same plan in this community.
Oh, yeah, we do.
No, never.
Next should be Cox's, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, which is a pretty fun Artie map. It's a pretty easy one to call, so I'll be doing a lot of focusing on the Artie if it's interesting. If it's not, then, I'll do a general overview. But, so yeah, how do you like to employ the fourth in well, let me ask you this question. How do you change your or do you change your tactics up depending on the event? Or do you kind of play a similar way on each one? And what way is that?
Um, really, it depends on the units we face, the map we play, and kind of what they do. If they're being very passive, you can exploit different areas. You can find ways to either outflank them or, even get flanking fire. It just kind of, we play it by ear, kind of. So it's not like we have a single tactic that we use on every map. We try to switch it up a little bit. As you've seen, we're not always in the middle. We're always on the flank somewhere trying to get into the enemy. And it just depends on their play style, how they play. If they're more reserved and they sit back, and yeah, I mean, the tactics can change in a heartbeat. And you as the officer have to understand when it's time to do so. And if you're comfortable making that call. So really, it's no set one tactic that we use. It's more of just play it by ear and see how the enemy reacts.
That is a good method. So it always does. The battlefield change up. But, let's take a look at the leaders real quick here while we got a second. So on the Union, we've got Lieutenant Patrick from 5th Corps. And then Sergeant Firepower from 5th Corps. York is, again, York the Apache. And another 5th Corps guy, Sergeant Major Krabby. Then on the CSA, got Recruit Gypsy from 8th Alabama. Jackson, there's a million Jacksons. Got Tanker Gordon from the 11th MS. And Arthur Salem from 12th Ohio.
Now, the only three officers that ring a bell there, for me in pubs at least, are going to be Krabby Brute, Arthur, and York.
So anything in particular, usually you say, any styles you usually see from those guys or things to keep an eye on for them?
York's very tactical. I will say this about York. He's not in any regiments, but the man can move his team around. He does very well as an officer. He knows when to charge. He knows when to, pull back. Maybe if the attrition's not favoring him.
Gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them.
Yes, sir. As far as Krabby goes, I've served under Krabby a couple times just to see how he is, and he's doing exactly what I would think he would do. Looks like they're going to go for that big skirmish line out on the left. Seems to be the new Union tactic on this map.
What do you think of that tactic, actually?
It breaks status quo. It used to be, Union wanted to sit up on the right, Union right, CSA left, and try to fight him in the corn. It's just a losing battle. You're never going to win that attrition battle as long as they're in the corn. They have the concealment, they have the cover, and they can easily shift over and just guard point. I would say that on this, Union left, maybe turn the line, face the cornfield, not focus on the artillery as much.
Yeah, it looks like they got one line doing that, but yeah, the other line's kind of wasting time, I think.
I mean, I like the L formation. You know that they're kind of getting an L formation going here. But yeah, I would say turn the line, make it a little bit harder for the RD to hit you. Because right now, you know, even if you spread out, you're still a big target.
Yeah, if you get killed out of line or skirmishing, it definitely hurts you.
Oh, we got a Union. There we go.
Union flank on the other side. Yep. And I imagine it'll get massacred.
Yeah, they're charging the cornfield. It's not going to be good. Leave the cornfield is my rule on this map. If they want it, let them sit there. You know, you can overwhelm point and make them come out to you, which is why I like that tactic on the left. You know, force the CSA to come out of the corn.
Yeah, you fight
Don't
them
try
in the
to
open.
fight them in their territory.
Yeah, you fight them in open ground where you can kind of make it a bit of an even fight. Here, it's just, as we can see, this attack on this side is just collapsed completely.
Yeah, I mean, we figured as much. You know, it looks like the Union has been routed back. I'm not sure who that officer was that ordered that charge on the cornfield, but that's not a good idea.
Especially not by yourself. You really need, if you're gonna try it, you really need full
Yeah.
mass. But even then, it's
it's hard to coordinate in pubs. Now the 5th Corps guys, you know, Krabby and Pat, you know, they can do stuff. Oh, here we goes another charge down the center.
And by the way, I see you there, Womp Womp. I see you.
Looks like we have a half commit. Krabby's guys stopped, and York's guys are still going in. And this is just going to be a Union slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, they did cap, but so that's always a good thing. I kind of like capping early on this map now. I'm not sure your feelings on it, but
see, now I don't necessarily know about capping early on this map. Yes, it's good in a way that you get the CSA out of the cornfield, and you can get clearer shots on them. But I would have waited at least until engaged. You know, give yourself a little bit, because right now you got a big cushion. You know, they have 20 minutes to recap, and they're gonna do it in about 25 seconds.
Yeah, I guess my argument on that would be is if you're behind on tickets, which they are.
Oh yeah.
You might as well.
I mean, if you are, it's okay. Again, it's another thing. As an officer in this game, you know, you have to make the call whether to early cap or not, because sometimes it's a risk.
Yep.
It really end up coming back on you.
No, absolutely. And they have recaps, so now we're at 40 minutes. CSA about halfway down to engaged. About half of Morale State down. Union about a fifth down.
I mean, the ticket battle is very close.
It's not unrecoverable from the Union at all. It's still.
No, I figured they would really get hurt by those charges on the cornfield, but maybe that's what you just have to do early on this map. You got to deal as many casualties as you can.
Yeah, I mean, as long as as long as you're dealing damage, I think you're fine. That's the key. You just
Yeah,
get
now
killed
if
out in
they
the
get
open.
complacent.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
if they get complacent and just stay static, it's going to be pretty bad for the Union. Here's what I'm talking about with Krabby. You know, get your guys out. Go regroup. You know, go find your friendly officers and you know, figure out a plan.
Yeah, he's kind of out in the middle here right now. I'm not sure about forming up
he
right
needs
here.
to back up more. Yeah, he needs to back up more.
Keeping a little bit eye on the Artie here. So looking at this map, how concerned as a Union player are you about the Artie? What are your major fears about the specifically on this map? If you were on the Union team, would you have about the Artie? And what would you do to try to mitigate it?
Just an example, those boys on the stone wall who just got obliterated. The biggest thing on this map is there's nothing you can really do about the arty. Yeah, you're gonna take arty casual. You're gonna get hit, but you can't allow that to dictate how you play this map. You know, that's why you have to get up in their face. You got to get close. You got to get aggressive. You got to deal that damage. If you sit out there and you make it a shooting attrition battle, you're gonna get destroyed. And that whole line just took a shot there. York's entire line is down right now.
Yep. Well, and I think that's an important point of, it's kind of that old, I mean, many people have used it, but, the NVA, you get close enough that they can't use the Arty. If you make it a close fight, it's harder for the Arty to differentiate, the enemy. Versus if you're in a long shootout like this, it's a lot easier.
I mean, right now, what I would say is take your line out and form that skirmish line just below the Arty and use that rock as a solid foundation to cover yourself. And they can only hit really one side of the line, so you're actually minimizing the casualties that you'll take from the artillery. And try to get the CSA out. Try to draw them out of the cornfield. Because as you see, they haven't moved. Okay, we got one company pulling back across the field. Not sure who that is.
Let's swing over and see who it is.
Jackson.
Jackson, yeah. Again, I don't really know. There's a lot of Jacksons in this game.
Yeah, I've never seen him before. Relatively high level, so I mean.
I mean, he could be playing.
I
just, it's not ringing a bell for me.
Yeah,
looks like
I mean,
Krabby is gonna try to tap again, if I'm right about this.
Yeah, I don't really agree with Krabby holding him on that stone wall facing the artillery. I would say make it a battle out in the open. All he has to do is shift over to the other side of the wall and try to draw CSA out. I mean, you have some of them drawn out right now.
No, you definitely do. I think we have Wild Hood has appeared.
What's up, nerds?
What is going on, good sir?
Oh, hanging and banging, watching this shit show unfold.
In life in general, or this particular game?
Yeah.
Second apply
yeah.
definitely to my life at the moment, but
Yeah.
and Mr. Hood here is an officer in the 42nd Pennsylvania.
Yes, I am. Hello. Oldest regiment in the game. You know it is. We're cool.
He plays in Fridays, Saturdays, both EU and NA time. Was it blue and gray?
Blue and Gray on Fridays, Grand Campaign on Saturdays, TSA for NA on Fridays, ATC for NA on Saturdays. Don't do Sundays because, that's a lot of business.
The 4 events is a lot.
Oh, it's a lot. Most people do more, which I find insane.
Okay, now we need a Union collapse on point.
Yeah,
Because you can expect a countercharge here from the CSA for a counterattack.
yeah. Although it looks like they're going in for a charge across the way here.
Yep, another cornfield shot here. Who is that, by the way? What Union officer is ordering this charge?
Let's see. It looks like 5th Corps Lieutenant Patrick.
Oh, just going up against a buck and ball line. They're just going to get destroyed. They can't even reach the line.
I don't know why they would do that if they have point.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I might make an argument for it if they pull off a point. I mean, pull off of the cornfield and sneak in, but not if they're still there.
Well, these are the
Now
same
look at
guys that are
Gypsy.
like,
Look at
yeah,
what
we know the
Gypsy's
meta.
doing.
We adapt to the meta the fastest because this doesn't make any fucking sense.
They literally just boxed the Union coming down that hill. Gypsy rolled out and wheeled out to his right to form a box around that charging unit on the Union right.
Seems they could just go to point right now and wipe all those guys out. They can't do anything about it.
Yeah, I mean,
that
now's
would,
the time.
now is the time to kind of defeat them in detail, and you probably get them close to taking losses.
Right now, the Union's too worried about that skirmish line up there on the hill in the open field.
They're doing a good
They're
job
not even
distracting 'em.
worried about. They're not even worried about the guys in the corn. I mean, there's enough manpower there. All right, here comes Gypsy to get some flanking fire. Probably try and push the Union back here on point, and they're already pulling back. So
They are
Gypsy right
indeed.
now is making some winning
It's
plays.
happening. It's all happening.
Yeah, I mean we've seen some heartbreaks on Cox's push.
They left point, which I guess makes sense. They didn't even like stay to defend it though. They just fucked off.
Well, actually, what do you think about that move? Actually,
I mean, it's better than dying, I guess, and getting wiped out on point.
Yeah,
Guess you're
but
buying
there's
time.
big target right now. You get a flag in the dirt. Okay, Skynet's got
Some
the
of
flag.
them
up.
are.
All right.
The other guys are not, I guess. I guess it's probably a better choice than hanging out and dying for no fucking reason on the point. But do you think you'd at least move to a place where you're like safe?
Yeah, but now the CSA is on the stone wall. Now this is not a position you can
There's a
hold
line
anymore.
behind
It's
them though.
just-
Look,
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah, there's a line behind them, but
it's
Man,
a
you're
lot
taking
of it's a lot of
multiple angles
skirmishing
of
and
fire.
out of line kills there. Yeah. So although
mean,
we do
that's
not
just-
need to maintain it, the discussion topic I had for this one was one of your favorite subjects, Mr. Artillery. How it functions in
Oh.
the game.
yeah.
You had any overriding thoughts or any thoughts about Arnie on this specific map?
On this map, it's one of the fucking. It's the most fucked up thing on the planet. I'll be honest. I don't think there's very many maps that are more artillery friendly than this one. I think this might be the best in the map. You have a downward slope to shoot at, so you have a background to splash around. So if you go high or low, you're probably still gonna kill a lot of people. The other guys don't have counter battery, so you don't have to worry about that. They can't get to you at all because you're out of spawn. You're like in the zone of control bullshit, out of bounds. And they have no cover whatsoever, almost anywhere, besides a hill behind their friendly spawn. It's very, very important. It makes a difference on this map. Artillery in general makes a difference on if it's good. I don't subscribe to the idea of artillery being a waste of tickets or useless, like some people do in the community. It has its uses, and I was convinced of that through sheer proof and dedication by Mr. Mattis himself.
And who is Mr. Mattis? What does he do?
Mr. Mattis is our artillery officer for the 4th State Pennsylvania. He runs Cooper's Battery, and he has run it for at least, I want to say, about 2 years now, and has revolutionized our view on artillery, at least mine specifically, in general. He's got to be, with a little bit of bragging, the best artillery officer and artillery company in the game. He's known and feared throughout the realms.
I have definitely seen his impacts. Hey, Six Texas, how's it going, man? I ain't doing too bad. And Womp Womp says skirmishing is not worth the manpower. I don't think he's serious about it. I watched you earlier running into that line, Womp Womp. Don't think I didn't see that.
I beg to
there's
differ
not,
as well.
again, with with the current state of the game, it's not really important skirmishing when you can just sit in a line and spawn fast. So
This is it may be true, and I think it is true.
you
but
know, I don't think there's no point. There's no reason.
I
to
beg
do
to
it.
differ. When some of us don't have the luxury of a flag.
Oh yeah, well, you have a flag. Yeah, you don't want to get shot at all. You're fucked. And if you're shooting at
Yes.
someone, but again, if you're skirmishing with someone in a flag, I don't think you're gonna do anything either. So it's like a double negative.
So this is kind of open to either of you, and actually, well, we talked a little bit about this earlier, Lightburn, but so if you're the Union team right now, and you know Artie is so impactful, what can you do as a leader to try to mitigate those impacts?
Now, in the right hands, Artie is lethal. Some people, like if I get on Nicodemus Hill in pubs and I see Fletcher on Artie, I know we're gonna have a hard time. I know we're gonna be absolutely destroyed. You gotta learn who's good at it.
So it's not necessarily that if you have Artie, but also what the Artie crew is and if they know what they're
Yeah,
doing.
how experienced they are. Yeah, you know, if you're going up against somebody who's good at it,
shot. Speaking.
then you could be like, okay. So far, I mean, whoever's on the CSA Artie for this round has that Stonewall dialed in. And the Union's just feeding them tickets right now.
I mean, they're also doing it on this right side as well.
What is this
Yeah.
charge for,
Yeah.
man? What are we doing, y'all?
Yeah, they've been doing that all game.
For what reason? This doesn't even work in normal, like, organized events with 10-second timers. It's never worked. I've never seen that actually work. That like field try. He's doing it by his damn self.
No, I mean, I think they just need to do what you guys tried to do to us on this map in what was that, HDC or TSA? When you guys formed that
HDC, I
massive
think.
skirmish line.
Yep.
Oh, what was
It
that?
was-
What did you
Oh,
guys
it was
do?
TSA. It was both. It was TSA too, actually. Yeah, I remember because homies ran over and then fucked it right at the last second. That was TSA, I think, the first time. Yeah, man. I still say again, 5-second flag time. Sit there. They can't. They gotta charge you. They really can't hurt you too much. Artillery's
I mean,
gonna kind of be poopy, but whatever.
You can use the natural incline of the hill plus the rocks to really conceal your left side. So they really can only hit you from one spot in your line.
That is true. You can definitely get under the guns by being close to their front right side and make it a little easier on yourself. But even then, like, they can't really kill you. They can kill you, but okay, by the time they reload, you'll have.
They've been
guys back.
stopping that death tree right there on the stone wall.
Yeah, the stone wall's a bad
And,
place to hang out. if you don't have
Yeah,
that
they've
now.
been getting murked.
Yeah, it looks like they're pulling back to reorganize. I mean, they're more than a morale state behind here at 30 minutes.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a bad Cox's push, I think.
Let's see.
It's going to take a lot of coordination from the Union to even bring it back right now. And honestly, I don't think it's within reach now. I mean, they're halfway to take your breaking now.
I would say it's
Who the fuck? Who's
And
that?
they've
with
only taken a
23
quarter of the CSA's engaged battle ready. Or
yeah, I'll be
say,
honest.
moral.
I'm not. Know why I'm going to try to make excuses. They're done.
I see
I
Cornwall's
will
just 24 down, but that's very funny.
Yeah, I will say one thing. I'm looking at the Artie shells right now. That's very important for the Artie is
Count your rounds like you did in HDC.
Yep, counting rounds. It's you can't and target selection is part of that as well. So like for example, if you have a unit out here that is like a 4th West Virginia might be doing this. That's for example out, kind of harassing you, and you're wasting shells trying to shoot them and maybe kill 1 or 2 with each shot. That's probably not very good target selection. And bad target selection means you're not going to have the ammo for when you need it, and the type of ammo that when you need it.
Yeah, I mean, I would say wait for a mass Union charge down the stone wall, and then just let them have it. Preload a couple cannons and have them pre-aimed and just be ready.
Yes, and
is?
I don't know what this moving out into the open here is.
What do we do? Who's in charge of this shit show? A guy named York the Apache. I don't know what his plan is. Someone said go charge at 29. I guess he did his job, I guess, so maybe he's not the one to be fucking yelled at, but like, and then what?
He tried.
Oh, they're going right. I don't see the point in going where the enemy is. Why are they going at the strongest point? Why not just go to the point itself, where it's weaker, and kill those guys?
The CSA is just kind of adding insult to injury with where they're positioned.
They're just not even reaching the CSA line right now.
Well, yeah, because they're doing a dog shit charge against a two. That's probably half their team right there in a line waiting, and you're running in like a bunch of.
Oh, that's a lot of manpower there. I would say that's 3/4 of the team right there. That's a lot of manpower.
And yeah, I always like watching 6 Texas, especially Captain
I'll tell
Rousseau.
you, this is 5th Corps' fault. They have 3 out of the fucking 4 officers. This is their doing.
They
8th George.
They
8th
didn't
Connecticut
initially. They didn't initially.
It was
one person left after their first failed charge on the right.
Oh, okay.
CSA left.
Well, they're in charge now. I guess we'll see if they can unfuck it. Considering the only one that didn't go to that melee and get murdered is that York the Apache guy, I'm inclined to believe that's not going to change.
Yeah, it's never easy in it's never easy in pub swamp bomb. I agree, and he was kind of walking into not a good situation.
York's doing better than the other guys.
I agree. York is making at least some sense here.
Now, remember when I
he's
told
pulling
you at the
back, not
beginning?
wasting it when it's not a waste of time. So it's
He didn't, charge a strong enemy position in the middle of fucking nowhere for no reason.
Remember when I told you in the beginning, Kotow, York knows what he's doing. You know, he will make those calls. You know, if he's not winning and he knows he's not winning, he'll try something else. He'll get up and beat feet. He won't stay there and die.
Are they gonna do it again?
The
Are they gonna
adaptive.
get the right side again? I really hope they don't do that.
I think they're going to charge Stonewall this time down to the corner, which would be
Why?
even worse.
What's the obsession with that goddamn fucking Stonewall, man?
Here's the thing: leave them in the corn. Let them sit there. I'm always a stickler for if the enemy's willing to sit there, let them sit there.
Yeah, they're not on point. You can go on point, make a line, face the corner. What are they gonna fucking do?
Yeah, let them sit in there. You know, make them come to you. They're going to the enemy, which is what the CSA wants them to do.
Yeah, which doesn't
And
make any
they're
sense.
literally giving them tickets. They're just saying, "Here's my 5 tickets. Here's my whole team. Wipe us." You know.
This is about to be a blowout. We're
Yeah,
breaking in.
yeah, Womp Womp, I agree. It is very tough when you have competent CSA officers and Artie, but the Union isn't playing it well either. I will say that.
No, I mean, so like their artillery, sure, their artillery does suck for a while. They do run out of ammo almost every time it's map. That's that you gotta sit there and weather the storm, and they'll be out of ammo. At some point, it's better than
I
doing
mean, yeah,
this.
again, I mean, we're at 26 minutes right now.
Yeah, 26 minutes, and the Union is a
Now, there were a
hair
couple
away from
caps,
breaking.
so yeah.
No,
So,
I mean,
so I'm looking at the
left is still
Artie
better.
12-pounder has 2 canister left. That's all it's got.
There you go.
Okay,
They're out of ammo.
now-
So just go down left now and hang out.
Now the
Now
3-inch
it
has a
is-
little bit. It's got 3 shell and 4 case and 3 canister. So a little bit better. A little bit better ammo management. I mean, it's but still, this is not You can get them to
20
waste some more of the Artie. It's and you got 25 minutes.
Oh, never mind. They're gonna charge the corn down in a single file line and get murdered
Well,
probably.
Now the question is here: why are you not using the cover that you have on Union left? I know you can get into this cornfield slightly, and you
Why
can
only
pop
half
out
of 'em?
down here
Why-
on the corner.
Yeah, I will
Why
say
not
Arthur.
only
Yeah,
some of them going.
Arthur
You can
Salem
press the
also has him in a
attack up
kill
the
box right
CSA
now.
right.
This is just going to be a turkey shoot with the way Arthur Salem has his men positioned.
Oh, good. Hey, good move by Mr. Gypsy over there. Whoever that guy was. They joy
Yeah, Gypsy's been making some winning plays here today. He's
That's a good counter charge.
he's been making them pay.
Oh yeah, really
know.
good actually. Yeah.
Right in the flank, yeah. Stops them halfway up the fucking thing. Now they're getting shot. This is not.
Now
I mean, this
here
is
comes the
just-
other flank charge coming in from Arthur Salem.
Yeah.
This is just slaughter. You know.
Oh, and that wow, beautifully done by the CSA. That's gorgeous. For a pub match, man, no coordination. That's good shit.
Yeah, look
A
at this
double
counter
flank
charge.
charge.
They're gonna push him off the Stonewall now.
Going into the corn, you can go into the cornfield.
I don't.
As Union,
I think you could go into the cornfield.
you can
Womp
definitely
Womp.
go in the
You
corn.
can
You
you
go
can
a
go
good
in
way up
there
the cornfield.
slightly.
You can't go
Yeah, you
too
go, but-
deep, but you can go in there.
You go about fucking,
Hey.
I'd say about 10 feet from the line.
Enough to be concealed.
Out of bounds
Yeah.
is 20 feet away from the cornfield.
No, wait, no, that's
Hey,
absolutely not true.
Into the cornfield, I would say that might be right.
Yeah, it's not. You can definitely go to that right corner and get in that cornfield.
Yeah, I don't know why they charge F6 Texas. I don't.
I
Yeah,
mean,
those-
this
The
is just a
CSA, by the
Union
way,
route.
being smart. They're going after him. Look at them. They went up. They did the counter. They had the advantage.
Oh, yeah.
And there goes that team fucking charge. It's very
Now what?
strong out, but it doesn't matter
Now-
because they have no one left to fucking kill. So
Are you
Union
over
is
here,
going to
Womp
run
Womp?
back
Where are you?
across the road into their spawn and wait, and the CSA is going to be waiting for them on that
I
stone
hope
wall
they
that they're
fucking
running
make
over.
a line right up here. The CSA. That'd be awesome. They just sit right in front of them, keep them up in their
I
fucking
mean,
spawn. They
you
get
still
swerved.
got guys chasing them.
That's out of bounds for the CSA, I believe.
Just form a line right where they're at, and just wait for them to come back out.
I mean,
and
I'll
you'll have
test
this.
it with the spectator camera a little bit because that's got the same rules here. Womp Womp.
Yeah, you can absolutely get in that corn.
Like right here, it looks I'm in. Like over here, if I go to the right, yeah, that gets out of bounds. Into the left side of the
You
cornfield.
have to go. I'm not
From the CSA left, if you're talking the CSA left, then yeah, you're right. This is out of bounds. But it's
Yeah,
like
that's-
right
but
by
that's
about this
extreme.
this
CSA right.
This tree right here is you can get in.
The CSA right cornfield, you can get in a little bit, enough to conceal yourselves, and you can pop out on the corner down by the tree of death, I like to call it.
I don't know what you mean by the CSA left side cornfield or Union left side cornfield. Because if the CSA left side cornfield, you
Union
actually
left
can.
side. Union left side cornfield.
Oh, okay. You can still get in there. I'm pretty sure a little bit, enough to hide
Yeah, you can
yourself
get in
from
there a
them
little
directly.
bit, enough to conceal yourself, and
Let's
then
see.
pop
Oh,
out
you're
on
talking
that
this
corner.
cornfield. Oh, I was at the wrong cornfield. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, yeah, no, he's right.
Union-
This is
Union
absolutely
left.
out of bounds.
Okay.
He didn't. Yeah, it's.
Then yes, okay, I understand what you're talking about now, Wampa. I was looking at the wrong cornfield. I was looking at the one that's.
Yeah.
Yep. Now I caught up now, Wampa. And yes, you're right. That is out of bounds.
Yeah, that is a bad cornfield. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think you really even need to be honest. I find you just gotta go down to the little stone wall across the way and hang out there, man. It's better than this shit. What are they doing?
Looks like they're
Better
going in
than
for another
charging the center again.
charge, which
Down the snake rail or the stone fence.
Now,
I don't know what.
I mean,
Connecticut
it's
boys.
maybe they
This
want to get
could
to the next
work.
match.
this could work. But here comes Arthur. He's gonna get that flanking.
Well, like, listen, man. I guess you, but they're not. I mean, it's not good. They're not irrecoverably behind at this point. If you just go to point,
I
right?
disagree.
I think the
It's
fat
a
lady's
morale and a
starting
half
to,
state behind
I
right
think
now.
she's starting to belt
Yeah,
out.
that's right.
I think the fat lady's starting to belt.
I don't know, man.
Like,
Like
this next counter charge should get them into final push.
I don't trust. I don't necessarily like giving the benefit of the doubt to people like, oh, they're just doing this to end the match, because then it's like, you know, excuse a lot of mistakes. They've been doing this since the beginning. At least since I've got in here.
Here comes another beautiful counter charge from CSA right up the wall.
It is Fredericksburg all over again. Jesus Christ. I'll be honest, man. I missed 8th Connecticut from 5th Corps. I would call inflexible. These are not
Oh,
junior
little bit of
people.
friendly
It's a
fire
lieutenant,
there
a
from
sergeant,
Yardy.
a sergeant major from a fucking.
A little bit. You got to watch out for it.
regiment. Who are they even fighting?
Union's getting routed off this
recruit?
wall.
Yeah, but they're fighting just randos pretty much.
Oh, here comes Arthur with
Alright,
that
well.
nice angle of attack here on a counter charge. Push him off.
Jesus, you can see these guys, man. That's amazing.
See, now this is what I say, right? A lot of people focus on defense being just the point itself, deny them access of a high traffic area. It's not just the point, it's certain areas of the map. Deny them access to that. And that's exactly what the CSA has done here. They've denied them access to the spots that they want.
York
And
right there. He's right in the chat. The 5th Corps guys did not communicate the plan in chat at all. Probably because they're using Discord, if I had to guess, which is
Yeah.
even worse of a defeat if they're you know what I mean? Like, you got.
Now, let me ask
Oh,
both of
10
you
or
this.
so 5th Corps guys sitting in spawn.
What's happening?
Yeah, that'll do it. I mean, that's not good either.
There's a 5th Corps guy in spawn talking about nothing.
I guess they're spawn recruiting. I guess.
Yeah, that's their
Since-
fucking. That's what they do. It's very obnoxious.
Hey,
Since
I mean,
we're
the
talking-
only thing I will
talking.
say is this is a private server. This is and there's mods on right now. If they
There
got
is a guy whose name is joined the 8th Connecticut Discord. That's his name. It's a Discord link. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
we got Trader in here. We got a lot of guys in here.
Well, I know
No.
that I notice they complain about it a lot. Like it's a endemic thing. When it's really, as far as I'm aware, only fucking 5th Corps does this specific type of dog shit. And so they could stop it if they wanted to. I don't know why they try to blame everybody for this. I don't know anyone else that does that. Spawn recruiting and posting.
I mean, you got 3 officers leading. It's a perfect opportunity to be like, hey, look,
Yeah.
join 5th Corps. We're great at leading.
Yeah, well, they're not. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
This is abysmal. I'm not. I
Oh.
don't. I don't know. Like, I've never met at least 8th Connecticut 5th Corps, but
Look at them
This
go
is
across the
bad, man.
field.
Like,
and get
I know it's a pub game
slaughtered.
and whatever, but if you're gonna take fucking 3 of the goddamn 4 officers and not Kim the other guy, and then lead your team into this insanity, I think it's a little
Now,
shit
out
talk,
of all that
to be honest.
manpower that just came in from the Union, none of them had reached the CSA line.
No,
Yep.
CSA just massacring them up at the front.
No,
Here.
I mean now CSA is up in front with all their flags with 5 seconds. You've lost the game.
Again, they're
The game is
not even
Yeah.
halfway down taking losses. This
not
is
even close.
Now, Hood, let me ask you this, since we're
Yeah.
collectively talking here. I made a comment saying you have to deny access of area if you're a defender, right?
Yeah, sure.
Not just the point.
Correct. You don't. The
You
point
know,
itself is not the only thing.
Yeah, the only
Getting
thing you
the
have to
place
defend.
where they are might stage for, like, a place to attack the point is also but where they are right now. That's why not. Why not hang it out there?
Yeah,
They
why
can't get
not?
you out.
I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
you
You
got
know
a
what I mean?
lot of ticket advantage here. You know,
Yes,
you're up 2 morale
yeah.
states.
If I was to use
It's like that in,
U.S. Army doctrine, this is called a block.
Yep.
Or blocking a force from traversing a specific terrain in order to meet another objective.
It's just like Maryland Heights, right? The point's down halfway down the hill. Where does everyone fight? Up the hill, because that's the important place to be. You don't have to fight
Yeah,
on the
I mean,
point
the high
to
ground,
win
you
the game.
know? Oh,
Yep,
here
that's
comes
a
the
good place to
counter
hang out.
charge. Here comes the charge from CSA with the final minute left.
This has been one of the. Again, I don't spend a lot of times in pubs, but this has got to be one of the worst cocks I've ever fucking seen in my life.
And they just won Garland. Union just won Garland stand.
Union
Yeah,
won
and
Garland,
then-
yeah.
And then they do
I mean, you
this.
know.
They do this shit on Cox.
Hey man, that's the nature of pubs, I guess. You get new people in place every other game or every game, and it changes. I imagine Fifth Corps was not in charge last time.
I mean, the CSA. I mean, they just cleaned house. You know, Artie was
they looked
good.
Artillery was good. I gotta
Arthur
say,
and,
I think that's good shots.
I'll be
Arthur
honest,
and Gypsy
Artie
with
was
great
good,
flanking.
but I think the line really deserves a lot of credit for this. I think there's some
No, I
really
agree.
good counterattacks.
And I
I mean,
agree. And a lot
Gypsy
of
and
people
Arthur
not
on the
counterattacking.
flank.
They would do a charge. Those, well, I don't know who it was, but whatever unit went out of the corner, just stood to the fucking left of them in that field and just shot them in the flank. The
Yeah,
entire
oh,
time.
that was
That's
wonderful.
thing.
Yeah, it was some really great infantry work here by this CSA team.
I agree. And you know,
Yeah, that-
from I think York from the Union had the best moves on the Union
Yeah.
team.
Take it easy, 6 Texas, man. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on Friday.
Yep. I gotta fucking restart my game. It crashed. I love it.
I mean, Gypsy and Arthur, absolute masterclass of absolutely coming up the flank, catching them
I
off
agree.
guard, absolutely stalling them.
Really good play. Really good play. I would say that this regimental level. I would say.
Oh, absolutely. No, for sure. They didn't look that so similar from a Friday no team chat event.
Yeah, that just looked like one team that works well together, and the other team looks like last season of HDC.
Looked like they were
Yeah, 664 to 1278.
bad.
Oh yeah, look at that chasm. Doubled the chasm.
664 to 1278. Golly.
They killed 2 times the amount of people than they took deaths. That's just. Can we
Yeah, that's
chalk that
bad.
up to poor leadership
Absolutely.
or
I mean,
a
absolutely.
lack of
it's poor leadership.
coordination and communication?
I mean, hey, it's a tough map, but then it gets compounded.
I think it was poor leadership.
I think it's a
leadership from
combination of
CSA.
both. Poor leadership and lack of cohesion. If you notice, when the CSA moved, they moved as a team. Union was splitting
What's
way
the,
too much.
What's this next map going to be? Is it in order? Does it go down?
Yes,
It should be Reno's, I believe.
It's in order. So, is it Reno's or Hatches next? I can't remember.
I believe it's
Oh, I hope it's
nah,
not fucking
Hatches,
That
I
would be-
believe.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, this is. We've had some fun times on here, Hood. Oh yeah.
I've only seen one Hatches, I think, pub game. with
It
5
is Hatches,
seconds,
yep.
And it did not.
Well,
go
you're
for
about
the
to
Union.
watch another one.
Yeah. My theory is if you get into the woods, you're okay. But the problem is you're gonna have to get into the woods, which is not gonna happen. Probably if I had
Well-
to, wager, I guess.
I would tell you. I would say this. I have gotten into the woods before in pubs. It's not easy,
No, Wampa was
but if you can exploit that right side, you can come in behind the big rock pile that they all like to, sit on, You can circle around
Oh, I
behind him.
still have
Now you
admin
are in
here.
Provo.
That's good.
All right, so let's see. We got Ulysses from CB. We got Womp Womp leading.
Yeah.
Good shit, Womp Womp. Let's see who else we got here. We've got York. The bonsai charge is worth something. That is true. Let's see. On the CSA team, we've got Recruit Gypsy. Got Arthur again. We got Waligi from 12th VA.
Wow.
And Bugle Private Dementia. I don't know who that is. All right.
All right.
So here we go. They are live. So, why don't we talk a little bit about skirmishing since there's no Artie on this map? How, if you were to employ skirmishers, or wait, would you employ skirmishers in the map? Either attacking or defending. You know, make your choice. And if you are, how would you use them?
Well,
We'll start out with if you're
You-
defending. How would you, if you were to employ skirmishers, how would you want to use them?
I will let Hood say his piece.
Oh, sure. I figured. Yeah. So I mean, skirmishing has its uses. I don't think it is always the best thing to do, but a skirmishing force is used to find and delay an enemy. So you keep a reasonable skirmish force out. They're in a place where you think they might show up. They do show up. They buy you just enough time for the main body to swing over and engage that enemy. So they're there to find the enemy and delay them until proper force can be applied against them. And that's about. And they should not be getting killed, ideally at all, almost ever. They should not be getting melees. They shouldn't be doing. They shouldn't be really engaging decisively large lines, one-on-one. They should be again a harassing force and a reconnaissance force for the big boys to show up. That's the way skirmishers should be. Some people do not abide by this, and they think they're snipers or something, or whatever. And it's not. It does not go well for tickets.
I wonder who that could be.
It's a fair amount of people, I find. I don't want to be too poignant here, but I generally have a distrust of 95% of any cavalry unit for this exact reason. It's sharpshooter units too. Those guys like, oh, I'm the first U.S. sharpshooter. I'm the Palmetto sharpshooter. I don't trust them either. It's very rare that you get a group of skirmishers that understand the mission statement and can use it to its effective end.
So would you say, is there a, and there might not be if you say there's not, is there a functional difference between a scout and a skirmisher? And if so, what would you say it is?
Yeah, so a scout is usually one or two dudes, and his job is to not be spotted, not to be observed, and his job is to report back to what he sees without himself being observed, ideally. A skirmish group is something to give you a little more weight that can stop that thing that they're spotting from doing something, at least for a short amount of time. A scout, maybe you want to scout because you don't want them to know that you know where they are, right? So if your scout gets spotted, it blows a lid on that they've been blown, right? So maybe you don't want them to get noticed, so you can affect them a little more, with more surprise. A skirmish group is obviously going to give it a position, but it'll stop them from doing whatever they want to do for a short amount of time, ideally. It's a difference in what do you want. Do you want the enemy to go to a place you know they're going to be, or they want to be, and you can jump on them there, or do you want to stop them for a while so you can maneuver and get in front of them, or counterattack them and where they are now, not where they're going to be later.
So we're talking tactical tasks, either delay or disrupt or possibly fix.
Yes, for skirmishers. I think the difference is main is like scouts are like, where's the enemy gonna be?
I like your flank, by the way, Womp Womp, if you're listening.
Where's he at?
Far left side. He's on the unit.
All by himself, huh?
No, he came in with his team.
Oh, okay.
It's
I'm
a nice
sorry,
little.
Union? Oh, he's on Union.
Yeah, Union. He did a real good kind of like base of fire and flanked around.
Now,
He might take the forest here right now with this little maneuver.
I
would like to say,
CSA might be cooked. I don't know. I mean, it's been you can respond to the counter.
I mean, Arthur Salem sees the problem, I think.
Yeah, but the rest of his teams, look at him. That's like 30 dudes probably around the point.
Yeah, well, Ligi's trying to come down as well. Yeah, I think Womp Womp's little maneuver with York, I think that got him into the forest.
Now I want to, I want to point out the obvious here. At the beginning of the game, the entire Union team went right, and you had most of the CSA force guarding the point. You still have guys back there, kind of just standing there watching.
You know,
I'm always a firm believer. No contact within a minute and a half, 2 minutes. You might as well just think that they're trying to flank you, and
Well,
that's
here's what I
exactly what
don't-
happened here.
This always perplexes me. I'm in a place waiting for the enemy. I don't see the enemy. I hear an insane amount of gunfire on my left flank. What am I thinking at this current moment? Like what goes through your head? You would think that the fight's over there, I should go over there, right? At the very
Well,
least. Come on.
If you're Bugle or the other officer over here, you're probably
party
thinking, well,
leader.
I'm just going to guard the point.
Ah, we have a
Yeah,
racer
I mean,
who has
you know,
joined,
I
and a,
guess you
and a
could do that.
CJ who's joined,
And Bradley.
and a
me.
Pratley.
Wow,
And a
wow.
Pratley.
But fuck me, I guess. I was the one who just joined, but...
Oh, wait a
Sure,
second here.
whatever.
Wait, I want a delay, man. All right, I want a 60-second delay.
He's not for
Now, here's the problem. Here's the problem. Look at this massive streamline coming out of the reinforcements from Maine, CSA Maine.
I don't
Can the
think it-
Union?
Yeah,
hold it back?
I don't think.
I think they're gonna be fine. Pick that fucking flag. Oh, the CSA flag. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's over. No, they're cooked, dude. They lost 2 of their flags.
Mr. Hood, you want to stream for me?
You want what, Farley? Sorry.
Do you want to stream for me so I don't have to open more?
Oh,
upgrades?
sure, yeah.
I was just coming
It's
in
all
here
going to come down
originally
to this
to,
countercharge on the rocks.
I was coming in here originally to ask what you losers were doing, and then I saw a Kotow stream.
Wait,
and I was like,
it-
oh, I
Well, I'll
see.
tell you what's not a good idea.
Is
by the
Union
way,
actually potentially
is-
winning hatches?
They're gonna win. If Grant can get his ass across the fucking road,
Yeah,
his
like-
friends are getting murdered
No,
down there.
that's-
Otherwise, he's not watching them.
That's the main
think
mistake I see, yeah.
Yeah, I think if the CSA can push those rocks out, like Grant has to get across that road, and he's gonna get
Well,
torn
I
up.
don't
doing
know
that
what
stuff.
his plan is. Why is he?
How
not?
did the
on
Union
earth
get up with the road?
How
in the
did
first
Union
place,
even
though?
get over there?
Their whole team went right because they didn't respond.
And to their credit, they did do a nice flank through the corn. They did do a very nice flank maneuver.
You
Yeah.
need like 30 guys on those rocks at CSA, and then like Union aren't gonna take those rocks. Like,
Well, CSA,
Even to be fair,
Union
even though
might
they
be
don't
losing the
have,
rocks.
they both have a flag and they're both equal size, so they can't do anything to each other.
yeah.
they need
the
the
issue.
reinforcements of Grant and
Someone's
Womp
got to
Womp
make
to
a
get over
difference
this
here.
fence.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
honestly,
Womp
though,
Womp's going in now. Yeah,
yeah.
he had to reconstitute his unit. He mostly got wiped.
Yeah, I
There
mean,
he
honestly
goes.
though, for the CSA, like this is bad for ticket-wise. It's like
Oh, yeah.
if the Union wants to do that, yeah, because this is the fast flag respawn, I assume.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, it's a normal pub match. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna burn out the CSA long term. You know, if they just keep like honestly, as a Union, you know, you kind of just want them to keep fighting for those rocks, just burn themselves out.
Well,
Yeah,
there
Yeah,
you go,
now
dude, it's over. I
So it
mean,
looks like
they
Grant
Now it's
came in
turned
now.
into,
They've got it, and they are 36 minutes. Not quite CSA engaged yet, but they are ahead on
And they are-
tickets, and they
they
have a
should
very
rebel
good
Yeah,
position.
yeah. That should have
By the
taken a
way, they
CSA
could go to
flag
point.
down as well.
Yeah, they got 2 of them. They
They
go to
can't-
point. They wanted to.
I mean, yeah, but
Well,
what is? I mean, is the point a good position to defend really?
It's not.
Against
It's not about
CSA
defending.
flaws?
That's where the enemy is. You can go and kill people right now.
No, you can
was
kill.
my
You can
thought.
kill them. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
They're
like,
all fucked up. Go
I'm
run
willing
over.
to bet
Why
the
not?
CSA guys keep trying to rush those rocks to push them off, though.
Yeah, I mean, and as the CSA, then you just hold back at your spawn, let them cap, and then just fight.
Ooh,
you know,
what
fight
happened to
with
old
guys.
corny boy? Got warned for something. That's not good.
Yeah, what happened to the cohesion we saw of the CSA team last time? Looks like the
I
Union
tell you,
is
man,
It's
more
new leaders came
concentrated
in.
this
Like
time.
York
makes a
now
big
had
difference, man.
Grant. He has Womp Womp. It's a different team.
Yeah, man. The leaders make a lot of difference. Union got Dune leaders, and they're not whoever the fuck Connecticut was last time. And the CSA got lost. I assume it lost some of their good ones because they did not deploy.
I mean, you got some good commanders here for the. Like, Luigi's fine.
Oh, huge team kill from somebody.
Yeah,
Waluigi just shot like
yeah.
7 of those
I
guys.
was just giving
with
him
no enemy
compliments, and he just team killed. So I'm like, fuck, man. All right, never mind.
around. Golly.
Yeah, I would say these few out of lines for the Unions to pull back to the main line. Like Krabby, I don't know why he's way
Well,
out
look
there.
at Womp Womp. Womp was going.
I mean, honestly, the Union can afford out of lines. Like that's not a big deal for the Union.
Womp
It's
Womp's
a lot
moving the
tickets
line
on the map,
forward.
it's just usually have such a terrible position that you have to just get slaughtered.
The Union are just going to get the CSA
I
in
mean,
a big
you-
old
would
L
you
now
dodge
with
flags?
rocks
Would you
fire.
disagree with the forward movement? I thought this might be a.
No, it's great.
thing.
No, I think it's great. Yeah, he's got the flags. He's got the mass. Walk it forward, man. Pin them in their
And
spot.
they
don't
have the
flags.
fallback position if they need to as well.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
kind of
I think they
rotate
should-
out.
I-
Like
I
now
think-
York's rotating out. He takes a volley, then
Like, I would
rotates
say
back
the
in.
They
CSA,
could-
like if you can push those CSA off those left rocks, they're pushing. I think they're leaving their flank to get shot to hell that push. But,
I think if they all went forward and made like a little horseshoe or something
I mean, I
to
think
work
that-
out.
I
Yeah,
think
they
just
got to
mess
make
up
an
on
L
those
around the
rocks.
TSA.
I think those rocks are a mistake for Union. It's kind of a kill zone, honestly.
Really?
You just want to charge him. I think you just want to charge him, man.
Not the back rocks, the rocks that they're on now.
Oh, the forward. Okay, okay,
the
yeah, yeah,
forward
yeah.
rock. The
I
back
see what
rocks
you're
are great. These forward rocks, though, they honestly don't give you a lot of cover because you get flanked from their cover, and you can't really get good shots from it because they're shooting either uphill or against fairly rough cover. So you're not really doing as much.
Here comes Gypsy in the flank. Again, another flank by Gypsy. But he's getting torn.
Yeah.
People don't. You can't be by yourself, man. I'm just this ticket, this flag change. You cannot do this shit. It's not gonna work for you unless you have more guys. Period.
Yeah,
I
as you
can.
see, the CSA right now are in a horseshoe around.
They don't
the
even have a.
Union lines.
Gypsy doesn't have a flag, man.
Yeah, I think they lost their flag. I think it's not been respawned yet.
Someone's doing a. Speaking of someone splitting up, you're doing a flank, which is fucking dangerous. I don't know who that is,
It's
but
dangerous and risky. Yeah, I mean, if they don't have
for
a
no
flag with
reason,
them,
you're already
It-
winning.
it
That's
is-
Womp Womp's
it's
going on
Womp
dank
Womp.
flank.
I think it's going to work out for him great. I think the
Well,
CSA is
I-
going to get
I
caught
think
between
he's
them.
going to try. I think what he's going to do is push on and cap that point from behind and force them to turn that whole mass around.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
this
might
is-
just get.
I very much doubt
I,
that the
I, I,
CSA is
I,
going to go
think he's,
aggressive.
I think
push
he's
him
gonna
off.
do a pop from the corn and then just fall back into the corn.
I
Is
mean, that'd be the smart thing.
I
to
guess
do,
we'll
but he
find
seems like
out.
He'd go farther left, I think, if he was doing.
He's going to
maybe.
have 8 shots into the flank of the
Yeah,
CSA.
he will.
yeah. I think
but
this is no, I was wrong.
He's going for it. Charge. He's gonna.
I don't think the
he's gonna win
CSA
this.
has even seen him yet. They're not
Well, I
even
don't think he's
looking.
gonna win. He's more people. He's a whole
No,
team. He's gonna
they
die.
have- yeah, it's a whole team against his one group. Like, and I think
Yeah,
he's
I don't-
really
I
even attacking into him.
Sorry, I had to get people out.
I don't know.
And he brought the flag with
was,
him. I
man.
think that was a
Yeah,
mistake.
you were winning. Why?
Yeah, I mean, he took down their flag, so it is good for the Union right now. Like, he might be able to push
If the
off
rest of
across
Union
the
charges,
rest
but
of
there's no guarantee they're gonna do it.
Yeah, the rest of the
they're not.
Union needs to hit him from the other side now.
Gypsy's counterattacking him.
Yeah,
Here comes some of the Unions going in now, though. I don't know, man. It's gonna be a close run thing.
Honestly, his numbers
Oh.
holding up.
But Womp's pretty much dead now. So now they're gonna come by and stuff.
Here
they're
we
gonna
go.
die.
Here comes
It's-
York. York's
I
coming
think
in
they
now.
It's
might
too
have
late,
just
I
pissed
think.
away their advantage here. We'll
Well, I
find
think they're
out.
still going to get good tickets out of this, though.
It-
Tickets, sure,
it-
but they
yeah,
lost their
but
flags of position.
they're
is the
gonna-
issue.
They're
They're
still
gonna lose their position.
They're
Though.
gonna. Well, they got one unit back, so well, they lost their flag. So yeah, that's a fair point.
Well, they got across the
They have
road
one
once. They can
flag.
probably do it again.
Grant's gonna
Maybe.
get his men back, but nobody else is
Without
gonna get theirs
flag, it's
back.
gonna be a rough thing for them.
I mean, this push, though, it's still ongoing. It might honestly get the CSA all the way down to taking losses, and then they can afford to slow it down.
Yeah,
You're not wrong.
they're winning
You might
it.
be right. Yeah.
I think.
I mean,
I
they're
think
they're
CSA
rolling
lost
right
it.
up the
CSA also
point.
lose a flag
CSA
too?
lost their
They
flag,
sure
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Okay,
Let's
so
see
no one
who.
has-
Let's see who we got. We got the
And
Barry
I don't think
Yeti from
they realize there's
19th.
still guys behind them.
We got 9th Corps Battleman, 19th Indiana was Private
You know what?
Nord. A lot of your guys are in
All
here.
in all, I think that worked out for the Union. Surprisingly.
Oh,
There's still some
18th
CSA down there, but
Virginia Company A
not
officers
much.
left.
Yeah, the Union won that.
they did. They did. Do
I think
that.
I think the CSA who finished the initial charge didn't realize there were more guys behind them and pushed up
Yeah.
to the road instead of turning around.
I mean, that initial
Yeah.
charge did surprisingly, it held up surprisingly long, I think, too.
Yeah, true. That's
If
very
I'm-
true.
if I'm the Union-
it worked out, my friend. My
If
If
apologies.
I'm the Union,
but-
I'm calling a rally right now. I'm
The CSA did
regrouping
really
before they get
better
hit from
Yeah.
before there's reinforcements
does
from
Union
me.
have
Get
their
to 'em.
flag.
Yes, barely, though.
He's going for it. He's
They have rebel flag in the dirt. People are just running over it, not picking
Dude,
it
the
up.
team killing's insane. What's happening right now?
There is a lot of team
Don't worry
killing
about
going
it.
Are people confused on who's who down here? I think their own flag bearer got shot like 4 times.
It's a woods map, and they're shooting from the core, and so, yeah.
Yeah.
Again, it's a pub match, so, you know.
Oh, there's one guy on point camping. It's
Uh,
Pilot.
CS
it's not- wait,
CSA
I-
has
Is
still
Pilot on
not
there,
moved
Captain?
out
Pilot.
of Maine.
It's
No,
F.
no,
Pilot.
must-
it must be the
16.
cornfield. It's the corner of the cornfield, right?
Well, you can't. Yeah, you can't cap with one person. You need to be at least
Oh,
skirmish.
no, it can't be.
Oh,
the
it's
core.
Irish.
They're not going to be in skirmish. No, they are in skirmish.
No, they are.
Yeah, see,
they're-
it's Irish, Super Pancake, and yep, that guy.
I've
Right.
never laid out in an
It looks
Irish
like
before in a
CSA
game.
got onto it now.
They moved far enough away that they're not on the cap anymore.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, they moved slightly right, and that's just off of Cap in the corn. Oh. Yeah, you can see it's kind of edging down now because unless if they move over left, they'll be back on Cap. But yeah,
Or it might just be more CSA on there.
no, they just move slightly right. That's the natural decay speed.
You know,
Alright,
the
that's slowly
CSA has
trickling.
the CSA is not moving towards counterattacking this rock, which I think will give the Union enough time to get their reinforcements up here.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
at this point, did the
have
CSA
reinforcements.
just try and sit back and hope to kill some clock for them?
Yeah, it's a pub though, so you can never really do that.
Yeah, I mean they're not going to full turtle, but play a little more conservatively and try and make the Union come to them.
That's what they should do.
Pub matches don't turtle, boys.
That's true.
I don't know. He's out of lines right now from Union, though.
Oh, someone's using horrible words in chat. Good.
Oh, this
It's
is
a
why
pub-
it's
a pub
all
ad,
chat is muted and the game is muted for the.
Man, I mean, I have admin here still. I'm technically still. I could do it. I'm probably gonna get yelled at. If I fucking.
I mean, yeah, but you should do it. But I believe in your banhammer.
Well, I mean they told me it was moderated.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
they
gonna
always say
moderate, fuck
that.
28 minutes to CSA taking losses now, and Union halfway through engaged.
Yeah, Union doesn't even have to go crazy aggressive. They just have to keep up a continuous rate of fire, and they'll take them down to breaking within the next 10 minutes.
I think you're right.
Well, the rare times where I think, because the unit has capped the point, or effectively
Oh, yeah.
controlled the area of the point, without actually capping it, they can just slaughter the CSA enough. As the position is now, the CSA is attacking a defensive position that they normally almost always have. Very, very rare map, I guess.
Yeah, so
I mean,
we're talking.
really,
Go ahead.
if you wanted to, Womp Womp, if he just keeps hanging out in the corn, he's probably looking for an opportunity to start pre-capping. I don't think he really needs to be in the fight right now.
I mean, it's gonna be tough for the CSA. I mean, we got a
okay.
flank attack here by Boss Mitten, Wolfier, and Waligi.
Oh,
Trying to
Just
get
don't
around
split.
they're trying to get around this rock here. It looks like.
Get him! Get him!
I got him.
yeah, just don't split.
It's just a one day. 24 hour.
But I think the Union caught him out. You got some guys on the main line of the rock turning around now on this flank.
Yeah, it looks like York did. Yep.
You got him.
Oh, that was you, Hood. Okay.
They're gonna lose their minds about that. I don't care. You fucking
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
not do it. He said I'll say it again. That's what he said. They said it again. They get mad at him if they want to. Look at it and ban him forever.
Yep. I'm not gonna say anything, but
You're doing the good work. Good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they're
here
on
comes
the road.
here comes
They're coming
Womp Womp
from the road.
again.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that group on
Womp
the
is right
road,
behind
if Womp
somebody.
Womp sees them, yeah, they're about to get fucked.
That Rob shots did not hit.
No, they didn't hit jack shit there. I
That
don't think anyone
was. Yeah, that was
died.
not
Are there any bodies on the ground?
I
there?
see. I count 2 bodies.
No,
Jesus.
effectively.
That was pretty anticlimactic, wasn't it?
And now they're pulling
If
back.
they had Buck and Bull, if they were the ones with Buck and Bull, that would have been rough.
Honestly, Rob should have charged that group. But
I
Maybe
think they might lose
maybe
these
that's
rocks
why.
to the Union.
Maybe that's why he was charging earlier. Maybe he was just like, I know these guys.
The
They're not
Union
gonna-
Union's
just
gonna lose
lost the
the
rock,
rock.
man.
Yeah, I
They
think they're
got
gonna
their
lose
shit
them.
kicked in. Is it York over there again? Maybe.
Wow, getting like surrounded and wiped off of there. That's-
York was
I
over
know,
here.
right?
Yes, that was his
So
unit that was over
here's
here.
the issue. The issue is they split up again. Union, like Womp Womp. No offense. I don't know what you're doing over here. You split up and they got their ass kicked. You can't. It's not worth it with 5
And
seconds.
the problem is,
anymore.
Womp is now putting himself outside of the forest, outside of the.
Oh,
corridor. He's
here's
in
the end of
open
it.
and
Here,
has to
here comes
cross
Bossman. It's
easily.
right behind him now. This is the end.
Yeah, I think this is collapsed now for the Union. They had
Actually,
it for a solid.
the CSA is
you know,
actually
15
catching up
minutes.
tickets right now.
Yeah.
They are recovering. They are indeed.
And now that they've re-established their front line in the woods, you would think that they'd be able to hold the Union outside of it if they respond a little bit better this time.
Now Womp Womp's gonna go to this corner right here. That's gonna be pretty much useless. So I don't agree with this Womp Womp. No, don't charge them. Just handing them tickets at this point.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fighting over this fence on this side.
On the left.
Yeah, where Womp Womp is right now, it's...
Well, Hood's minimized his War of Rights, so I can't see.
Sorry,
that.
my bad. My apologies.
I mean, there's really nothing there. The
Unbelievable.
CSA is already turning and coming over.
Yeah, that left side is a killing ground for the CSA
is.
against the Union.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Union.
I think this is a big ass fumble, man. I'll be honest.
Yeah, Womp Womp fumble.
Union, they lost a good position for a worse one. Oh, there's another one happening.
And they lost their flags, which is obviously even more.
I mean, they still have half a morale stage lead, and they did get out of there without being wiped.
And a ton of time, yeah.
No,
Honestly,
this is certainly recoverable, but it was one.
I mean, the issue here though is can they get them to last stand? Because even if you hit them the breaking, like actually capping the point now becomes a mess.
Yeah, because the CSA will just sit themselves in a big line on the road with Buck and Ball, or they should.
Yep, that is a common tactic that we've seen now. Saw it a couple times in the events actually.
And it's a very effective tactic. Like even when we have managed to cross the road and get a position and get some good casualties, you still just get slaughtered.
I mean, there's nothing more fun in this game than watching Union charging up that hill against the road and not a single one of them making it to the road through the hail of
It's
Buck
fun
and
to
Ball.
watch, but it's horrible. Like playing Union on this map is just not fun.
It's not a good time, no. I mean, they're doing pretty well here right now.
Yeah.
I mean, they've lost the position, so if the CSA is able to reestablish their front line, they're going to have a tough time from here on out. But,
This and Maryland Heights are not fun Union maps because of.
but as long as they can keep
No, I
an
mean,
even
you
ticket exchange.
nailed it. I don't know why
that,
the need to go left was even a thing. You got to the place that's really important immediately and enforce with your flags.
So,
why?
I mean,
Why?
Well, you know what's-
left?
So he was coming from Maine. I don't know why I get swinging left from Maine per se, but I don't get why you wouldn't then swing back once you've engaged.
Well, and the funny thing is, I think those right side rocks for the Union are kind of a false sense of security in my opinion, because I think what ends up happening if the CSA does the right thing once you take them is they just form a big horseshoe around you and you get just shredded from all sides and you can never actually engage them.
It's a killing pit. It really is.
But I think on a pubs match, I think it's a great spot to be as long as you keep a unit on the fence as well, so they can't just totally surround you.
Now, can we talk about the splitting here between CSA? 2 regiments right, 2 regiments left. Not even 2 regiments.
I think it's what they got to do at this point because the Union is they can't leave one of the flanks open or else they risk going breaking and losing the point.
The Union needs to concentrate its force in one mass.
You can exploit that right up the center.
Like I think that's also the Union worked because they managed to
Oh, CSA pushing onto the cornfield. That's bold.
It's fairly common though. Once if the Union are down that fence, if they're fairly confident there's no other unit in the corn, which they have enough scouts.
It's just a weird defensive position. I'd rather defend from the wood line any day because you have rocks. It's hard to see.
You have defilade. It is better to defend from the wood line, but if you're engaging the guys in this open field, that fence will slaughter those guys.
Because I tell you, there is nothing I like so much on this game as playing CSA on this map, sitting in the wood line and having the Union run into the corner of the cornfield. It's an absolute murder pit.
I personally like sitting on those rocks and watching them crest over that hill into that snake fence and then murdering them there. That's a little bit.
Like anytime they're on that snake fence, it's killing season for the CSA. Oh, the CSA's all moved left, and the Union's rotating around them right now.
This is a map where, although Sharps are a gun that actually is good at close range for his rate of fire, you just don't get
not
any
against Buck and Ball. It's not.
Not against Buck and Ball, and you don't get any good real fighting positions as Union on this map.
The CSA is responding to this move left by the
Here
Union.
comes Womp Womp again on the left.
The CSA have a natural defensive position, and the Union have no good counter positions really.
But the CSA is responding to this quite late. Union is actually going to get a position on the left established before the CSA gets there, rather than having to charge across the road.
I know the devs, say the historicity here, but this historically, the Union outnumbered the CSA like 3 to 4 to 1, and it took them all day.
But the problem is here that the CSA has only sent one group to respond to this, and they're facing the whole Union team and their flank.
I'm amazed no CSA have responded to this movement behind the team. This
I think they're thinking that I think they're thinking the Union will go for the rocks again.
They
and
might.
have.
The Union might be sneaky here and might just cap them here.
Check Womp
Yeah,
Womp.
I think
Womp
they're
Womp
gonna
one
surround
left.
the group on
charge
point
those
and win.
guys out. He
They
might
won't
have
be able to
enough
cap
ass
'em,
to
but
swing the
yeah,
point.
they're not gonna
Well,
force us
I
to-
think they'll just charge the guys on the rocks on point, and if they wipe them, they win the game.
I think the CSA though are starting to all fall into point though.
But Womp being in
Well-
behind is going to be pretty deadly because they're going to get shot from both angles.
The problem is, Womp Womp's poor group is fucking missing most of their goddamn shots. They
Yeah,
kind of
Yeah.
spoiled that a little bit.
Well, and they're in perfect buck and ball range now without real cover. Oh, look at the
It's good,
number
it's a
of
really
dead they
good
took
position.
from
though.
that
Womp got
first
hit
volley.
They have him in a really good place here. They got him in a bowl pretty
Yeah,
much.
but
They're
look at how many
fucking
look at how many dead Womp took from that first volley there. Like he
Yeah,
took
bucketball's
that's
rough.
A ton of dead
but-
there.
You know, 5 seconds, man. They didn't kill more than 8. He's fine. He can do this all fucking day.
Yeah, if the whole CSA starts shooting in one direction, one of the Union lines will start running out.
Yeah, I suppose. But we got somebody out here. Who the fuck is this? Boss Mitten is on the left. They have 2 units in the flank left still. All the way over here.
Yeah, we're doing nothing.
Honestly, I would charge right now, and I think you would win.
Yeah, if the Union collapses on point now, they'll wipe that group. They'll wipe whoever's on there and win the game.
It's a big ass battle. Literally 2.
Oh, we
there's
have
another
somebody
one
came
starts
to.
in.
Oh, hello.
I didn't see who it was, but somebody from the CSA
Well, there
went to hit
goes
Womp
one of
Womp.
the CSA flags for sure.
Womp Womp nailed one. That's the game, I think.
Well, will the other line come in to help Womp though? Because Womp will get wiped on his own. If it, yeah, here they come. This is gonna be it.
This should be the end of the game, I think.
Womp Womp's still got
Yeah,
a
as
lot.
long as-
They're
as
carrying
long as
the
Womp
attack
wins that,
forward.
yeah,
This game's over.
yeah, the Union guys are gonna win that charge on point surely.
They had all their people in the same place.
That was a good
See if
move.
they
That
can
was
do
a
that,
good
yeah.
move onto the left flank. Womp did a nice job getting in behind on those woods there.
A
I
very
agree.
rare Union win on this map.
Well,
Well,
I mean, you know,
apparently,
like
what- from what I
if you get the
hear,
flags,
pubs-
it works out.
From what I've heard from pubs, they think it's a pretty even map on pubs.
Well, I mean, if you get in the woods, right, with flags, you're
Yeah,
you're in.
The problem is, as soon as Steam Chat's involved, you're just never
Yeah.
getting.
No, you're not
across
getting in the
Getting
woods.
They're too much. I mean, even
Yeah.
I'd say even in like a God, what's the Sunday event that we played that doesn't have Steam Chat?
Yeah, TSA. I mean, if you have or like units that
I
really
can't
are
drink.
good commanders, they know each other. They're not gonna they know
Oh, now I
stuff. So you're not
can.
gonna get in there.
What's
They got in
going
there
on,
because-
boys?
Their team. Hey, what's up? Their team went right. The Confederate stayed left, like dorks.
Hey, could we?
But you know, I mean,
could,
that worked out
could
pretty
we
well.
refrain from 24-hour bans because someone said the word fag? I know.
What?
I-
Hey, what? What's wrong? Huh? What happened? Also, yeah, Trader Worry, Kentow's live streaming, by the way.
Yeah, I would. Yeah. We cannot have that conversation at this exact moment.
I'm not meaty, sorry. I guess you mean.
Alright,
Yeah,
sorry.
we'll talk.
Sorry.
And like right after this is over, we can talk. Yeah, for sure. This
Alright.
round's about to be over. This
Yeah,
hang
that's
on
that's
for a
really
second.
not why that's there. So I as much as I appreciate Kotow, I was talking to him earlier, and I wanted.
Hey,
to-
I got my stream muted, man. It's not. I'm not. The stream is muted, so I didn't hear nothing from nobody.
It's over.
All right, well, never mind. We'll address this later. You guys have yourselves an excellent evening.
For sure. And there's the problem with the pub servers, everybody.
Yeah.
In my opinion. I don't know what grounds there would be a contestant about
Yeah.
that, but all right.
Hey, really good job on that game, Womp Womp.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
That left flank at the end worked.
Yeah.
It worked out. It made up for the I think maybe the erroneous one earlier on. I think the difference was you were closer to your team. I think being close to the team matters a lot
Yeah,
more.
His team was definitely, the Union team definitely responded, grouped up
Yeah.
better.
All right. Well,
gentlemen,
I am
bid you
heading my
adieu.
way to bed, but I wanted to stop in and
Have a
see what
nice
you
night.
guys
Ah.
are doing. I'll see you later.
Take it
Yeah,
easy,
for
Mr.
sure.
Bradley.
Yeah, have a nice
I
night as well.
will also be making my leave, gentlemen.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, actually, this Mike called here because I think the next map is dog shit.
Yeah.
So,
All right, gents.
anybody want to make any final pitches for who they are, where they're at?
Camp Hood, 14th Pennsylvania. NA, EU communities, Saturdays and Fridays.
The
Come hang
14th.
out.
You just sound like you just said the 14th Pennsylvania.
42nd. Sorry.
uh,
Yeah. 4-2, baby. Bucktails.
yeah, Colonel Lightburn, 4th West Virginia. We're a new unit, skirmish, line infantry.
You're very handsome.
And
Don't forget.
we ruin Hood's day when he tries to charge us by himself and he gets blasted, and then Mattis gets blasted.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, that's
Is
what
that,
happens.
Is that what we're going with?
We'll go back and watch HTC again. We'll go back and
All
watch
right.
Smokestacks again.
Yeah, all right. That's funny.
And who's this from Tennessee? Hold on now.
Yee, I joined because I wanted to see if you guys were watching that round on Cox Push.
Oh,
We
oh
did.
yeah, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
watch that.
I was
That's
there.
rough, brother.
I was like, wow.
You
Yeah,
were there.
That's rough, brother.
That is 1,000-mile stare, man. That is
Yeah.
a lot of charging.
I kind of felt bad for the Union because we were just
That's a-
volleying into the spawn.
That was a jaw-dropping, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah. But yeah. All right. See you guys later.
Yep,
later.
take it easy. And yeah, I'm not gonna do another one. This is probably where a good spot to change. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Like I said, I keep it muted at this point. Like I said, I explained early in the video why. So anyway, I think my next one will be the SSL for tomorrow. It's the Smoke and Steel League. So see y'all for that one. Anyway, take it easy.